Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
Cam has all the skills that you're looking for. The arm that can do everything. The ability to run, hard to bring down because of his size. But the joy that he plays the game, I think that's his stock in trade. That's his calling card. That's what sets him apart from other players.
Gets around him. And, right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Ready, blue 80, white 25. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. This complete to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually third down, fourth down? They got them on second down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Ryan. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm up QB too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the offensive starters for the Panthers.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then...
Oh, the Falcons fly in and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. As his guys are in for 6, and the Falcons push further out in front.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now 14-0. Well, not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Many people thought Keanu Neal was overdrafted by Atlanta, but they saw his talents and knew that he would fit their scheme perfectly. A hybrid player. Can play deep in the secondary as a safety, can drop down into the box and also make a lot of tackles, and at times can stay on the field and serve a linebacker role as well.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle.
Oh, the Panthers come hard and they block it. And they are going to take possession of the football. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On 2nd and 9, Newton, open man is Samuel, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Newton. And he fires one incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Take 4.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On 3rd down, Ryan. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Off play action, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Newton now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Understandable, we're going to see some of this first game of the year and a penalty.
Yeah, we are, and don't forget the emotion of it all as well. I mean, they've been building to this crescendo the entire offseason, so we maybe see some of this in the early part of the game.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton looking for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
So 2 first quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So out come the Falcons now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here we go, G, get off the field.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. That is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Here's Matt Bosher now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Getting set to go again on offense, we get a peek at Julio Jones now. Second quarter here, he has only one catch, but they have the lead. You got to think, though, he's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and a yard, Ryan in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Lambo to add on the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the Falcons score to cap it off. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Newton. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Here's Newton. And he fires one, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Let's just field it at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Alert, alert.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Single, slot.
From the gun, Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Newton. Thomas has got it, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. A run here with Pierce. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 1st down, Ryan. The catch is made by the tight end, Nauta. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan got his man complete over the middle. That's Gray. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 1st carry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Dontari Poe in on the stop. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And hang on here, Freeman shaken up. Remaining on the ground after that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
45, Mike, 45. Okay, just like that.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Newton now to throw. Going up top. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
A big play there for the Panthers. 49 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. About 3 yards there to the 27. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. From the 27, Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's Ryan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. But it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Ryan. There goes a deep, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 35 on 2nd down, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun on third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by James Bradbury. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Freeman again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
54 Mike. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Ryan's pass complete to number 18, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Time for our players spotlight, and it focuses in here on Cam Newton. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. On the draw, it's Scarlett. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Newton, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Ryan. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They go play action now. Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull together.
Now Newton on 1st down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap, loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's McCaffrey. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Now Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Uses the spin. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
Right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
From the gun, here's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And it is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw, Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Big stop, let's go.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Had some momentum going, driving down the field. That'll set them back 1st and 15.
I mean, that type of play, when you've got to go in your direction, shoot, my man Old Mo is arching an eyebrow at him right now. You've got me going. Keep me going.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Hey, down, ready, 280, 54, Mike, 54. Watch.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. On 1st down, Newton. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Newton. His throw incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Ryan Suckup on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. Here's Ryan to throw. That's complete to Nauta, the tight end. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. A 20th carry now for Freeman. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
To throw is Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. The 3rd down run gets them nothing.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
They snap it to Newton. Thomas has got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Newton now to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards.
They're still looking for
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. To try again after the sack. Newton, and Thomas has it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Newton. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here trying to preserve the lead. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Freeman, and he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And now it's 2nd down. One last throw here for Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Falcons, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.